Hello YouTubers. This is a video about the fifth rule in the Software Engineering Manifesto, which is around knowing when to balance your act, when to know you're supposed to turn into a mad scientist that goes down into the bowel of the beast and, understand what to optimize and what not to optimize and make sure things are 100% up to speed versus being a cowboy when you're, just building a software as a proof of concept or doesn't have so much user input in it. Is something like building a grocery shop web application. It doesn't really make sense for you to sit down there and spend 20 hours trying to optimize the application to handle 50,000 requests per second when you're building a mom and pop's shop software that'll only take probably 10 requests per day. So the idea here, all of this, knowing when to become a mad scientist and really care about optimization versus being a cowboy and really just get the product out the door. The difference between this and that is you understanding the requirement, right? And not just the requirement, just understanding the potential of the requirement. If you're building a web application for a certain organization and they tell you, okay, this organization is only 500 employees, so build an application that supports those 500 employees, you need to go and take a look at the growth of this organization, how likely this department is to grow. What's this department is going to look like in the next 5 to 10 years. Right? I'm not asking you to be a fortune teller. I'm just asking you to look at stats and historical data and understand where the trend is headed. If you see a company that have asked you to build a software that is supposed to live for the next 5 years, you need to build the software. You need to be living in the future. You need to optimize your software to be still optimum and functional 5 years in the future. But if you are asked to just do a quick proof of concept project to understand the complexity of some idea, it doesn't really make sense that you're going down the rabbit hole and trying to find out the fastest possible way, the easiest possible way, the most optimum kind of way. I've seen some engineers will write some software that could run at full speed on something as small as 50 megabits of RAM, which is insane. There's so much optimization here that the software will run so fast, on the smallest device possible. You need to know when to balance your act. You need to know the idea of, okay, based on my requirements, what are my deadlines? What can be done now? What can be done in parallel? And what can be done later? And based on that, you have to be tied to your deadline, and you have to know, okay, I need to deliver a project. How much room of optimization do I have before I push that product out the door? This way, if you believe in this principle, you will be able to put your effort where it belongs. So you don't burn yourself out, burn your energy on optimization that's not needed, and cut corners where the optimization is really, really needed. This is the difference, and this is the balancing act that I'm expecting engineers to understand. And as an engineer, you need to be able to engineer the way you solve problems, not just engineer problems. You're not just a developer, you're an engineer, someone who looks at every aspect of their lives and tries to optimize that and think about that intelligently and solve problems intelligently, faster, easier, a lot more perfect, a lot more easier, a lot more beautiful to use. So that's it for this principle. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you agree or disagree, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.